Hi guys, it's Nicole with Kaira Studios, just popping back on to talk a little bit more about teacher training. Maybe from the last video, you've had time to think about what kind of teacher do I want to be? What kind of work do I want to do in this movement, Pilates, fitness realm? And so you've been doing a little Googling. So once you've decided on that, then you're going to want to think about what kind of commitment can you make, right? Can you do a full certification right now? Can you commit to that many months? Perhaps even over a year's worth of hours and training and practice. Can you do that? Or is it more likely that you can do a good solid, weekend to month long, maybe 2 months long MAT certification program? And that's where you want to see okay, I'm going to start here. I'm going to see what my return on investment is like, because there's both time commitment and there's financial commitment with both of those, because it is a training, you're learning a new skill. And then you kind of move on from there. And once you decide what you can do to start off with, and you want to make the decision that's right for you, then you jump into what does it look like on the inside of that training program. So the first thing you can expect is going to be, there are going to be some actual session dates, right? Classes, like school. You're going to show up, you're going to take notes, you're going to have reading assignments, you're going to be doing Pilates, so putting that information into practice. And you're going to have that going on, and you're going to have specific dates that you need to show up for. And then the sort of second big chunk is going to be your hours. So you've got all these self-study hours. You have your self-practice, which means you doing Pilates. You have your student teaching hours, which is you, of course, teaching Pilates. And 3, you have observation hours, meaning you watching classes, watching sessions, so you get a sense of what it's like in sessions. Then the third chunk that you're gonna have is your test out. So most test outs look like some sort of written exam and some sort of practical teaching exam. At Kaira Studios, we have a Pilates online mat training that runs 4 weekends. The first 2 weekends are functional anatomy and biomechanics, and the second 2 weekends are Pilates repertoire, modifications, how to break down the exercises, and also you work on honing your teaching skills. Those first 2 weekends are really thorough and just learning everything that you can about your body, planes of motion, biomechanics, somatics, learning pre-Pilates, so that when you go into learning the Pilates repertoire, you're already looking at it through a lens of how you could break it down, right? So that when you're troubleshooting an exercise on yourself or your client, you're looking at how to break it down, right? You're looking at okay, put the exercise on hold for a second, peel it back. What is it in just the functional anatomy? What is it just in the biomechanics of this movement that is creating trouble, and how can we work through that? So that's why we have the program set up that way. Then you have a checklist to keep track of your hours, so that you can start doing your teaching hours, your self-practice hours, and your observation hours. Not only that, but you get 3 months free of our online studio. So you can start your self-practice hours immediately using that online studio. And you can also start your observation hours with our online studio. So if you're interested in signing up for our Pilates teacher training, DM us or email us at info@kairastudios.com.